is Lubna, and welcome to JBCN Unplugged, where we have stories and conversations with some of the amazing people at JBCN International School, Oshiwara. And today we have Priyansh Sata, our DP2 learner who has managed to secure placement in one of the world's finest Ivy League university, Cornell. So Priyansh, many congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Tell me, why Cornell?
So I think for me it was fairly simple. My parents and I, we came to the mutual consensus that if I'm going abroad, I want to go to a top institute. So we began eliminating the process. For my parents, for example, they had a condition that I have to go to a country campus because they were like city campus, 18-year-old boy, probably weren't as comfortable. So that's how Cornell was one of the shortlists. I had other places that I wanted to go as well. I luckily ED'd Cornell, so I did early decision over there. So if I got in, I had to go there. And I just knew Cornell was the right fit. I knew that New York, for example, is like the economic hub of possibly the world. That's what I want to pursue as well. So that was another factor. I think the faculty is amazing. The resources at Cornell, they're very research oriented, which is something I enjoy a lot. And yeah, I just knew that one click you get. I felt it with JBCN first, I felt it with Cornell next, and I'm off to Cornell now.
Great. So Priyansh, since you just mentioned about your parents, so tell me, were both your parents on the same page? I mean, were they all okay for you to go to Cornell?
I think you look at a typical quintessential Indian parent and you'll find my parents on the front page. They want me to stay in India. So initially it was very tough to persuade. I think Miss Grishma was someone who really pushed them that, Priyansh will really fit the US education system, the 4-year program. I think so that's when US actually turned into an opportunity. But the minute I got in, I think I've never seen them happier. I've never seen them more proud of me. And I think no one was feeling as accomplished, possibly not even me, because my parents were that excited and that happy to know that I've gotten into an Ivy League institution.
So Priyansh, the fact that you have your exams round the corner, so tell me, how do you intend to balance the excitement of going to Cornell along with the exam preparation?
So I think, it's been almost a month since I got Cornell. We enjoyed it, we partied a lot. But right since the beginning of IB, my goal has been a 45. So I don't think that there can't be any distractions when it comes to that. So I'm just geared towards that right now. Yes, I'll be going to Cornell in the fall of this year, but exams in 4 months. And I think now again with our IE submissions, there's a lot on the table and there's a lot on the line. So of course, I'm very excited for getting into Cornell, but the examinations, of course, that 45 and 45, that's my goal and that's what I want.
So Priyansh, the fact that we've had 4 sets of learners who graduated from JBCN Oshiwara, and you've been the first learner who got into an Ivy League university. So any advice for the learners at JBCN who aspire to get into an Ivy League university?
I think the biggest advice is if I could have done it, you also can. And anyone is capable of getting into an Ivy League. And I feel that at JBCN specifically, the way the school is just shaping individuals, I think it's incredible. I see some of my juniors and they're so talented. I mean, at that age, I could not have been doing what they're doing. I see 7th, 8th graders going to international competitions, getting back awards for the school. So I think there's a very bright future here in this school. Even the current 11th grade, some of them, they're cracking exams like it's like a piece of cake. And we were like struggling to get, like, IBDP is not a joke. But they're getting some amazing grades. They have amazing extracurriculars. They have an insane profile, and I do believe that yes, I'm the first one, but there's going to be a gazillion that's going to come from this school.
So Priyansh, for all the learners who are watching this podcast, can you just brief them about the admission process to an Ivy League university?
Sure. So an Ivy, just like any other institute in the US, for example, again, every country has their own process. India has a different one, UK, US has a different one. For US specifically, I'll talk about that because of Cornell. I feel that first, obviously, is selecting your colleges. I applied to, I think 10, 15 odd ones. I would recommend don't make your list excruciatingly long because each individual essay and each individual college requires a lot of dedication. So my list was 10, 12 colleges. And once that list is finalized, you put it on Common App. Common App is the centralized portal used by majority of the US universities. Regardless of the ranking of the university, every university is listed over there. You have the main Common App essay, which is a 650 word essay. They give prompts usually. There's like 8 prompts, and you select your prompt, the one that you want the most, that you feel you can write the best about, and you write that one essay. It's a 650 word essay that goes to every single university you apply to. And then obviously your individual universities, for example, Cornell had 2 essays because I applied to the College of Arts and Sciences. So the 2 essays, one was about why Cornell, why I want to go to Cornell, and the second was a community prompt. So again, they have their specific word counts as well. You submit those essays, and along with that, the Common App asks you to attach your grades, your extracurricular activities, your honors that you've won. And again, a lot of other documentation. There's information about you, your private information, your parents' information, everything. I think US is a very comprehensive admission process. It's also very complicated at first, so it does get a bit daunting because there's so much information to be filled in. Finally, yeah, you submit, and then you anxiously await for the result. I think that is the toughest part. You getting admission or you waiting to get admission. I think that is the wait. It seems to be only 1 month, 2 months, but it feels like forever. So I think that was definitely the toughest period. Me applying and then me getting in, that 1.5 month. Yeah, that was very challenging.
So Priyansh, tell me, any challenges that you faced during the application process, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, quite a few actually. First was obviously finalizing the location. So, I mean, we're living in the 21st century. Every single country has such a very established education system. There's UK, US, Canada, Australia, India, Europe. There's so many opportunities, so many options. So I think narrowing down on that was tough. And then was obviously the college list that you make, because there's like 10,000 different universities. So just shortlisting like the ones that you're going to apply to, that was very difficult. I think overall, I think the counselors at JBCN have really helped me, Ms. Grishna and Ms. Savashni. I think because right from something as simple as writing an essay to listing down what activities I'm going to put in my Common App, that I think is very essential. I came with like 10 different things to put in. I think what I've submitted finally to Cornell versus what my first draft was, it's like drastically different. So I'm really grateful that I had that kind of support. And honestly, I don't think it's possible to ever have a successful application without that kind of guidance, that support. So yeah, very grateful for that.
I'm glad our school could offer you that kind of guidance, Priyansh. So Priyansh, were there any JBCN experiences that helped you during the application process?
Yeah, I think JBCN in itself, it's always given me like limitless opportunities. So I think that really helped me. Even like the smallest of things, that suppose we have Inspire Us, right? We have events in Inspire Us that we do. Something as simple as like football that I do over there. It really opened doors for me in the future because just that one event particularly enthused me so much. I fell in love with the sport. Then I continued that. I captained the school football team later on. Something like Interact that I did over here, something like the MUN. I don't think any school is open to a complete learner-led MUN, and our admin team has been so supportive for the entire process. The MUN, I think we planned like 5-6 months in advance. The teachers always handheld us, and throughout, I think that kind of creative freedom, once you get that, especially here at JBCN, I think then sky's the limit.
So Priyansh, knowing that the acceptance rate in Cornell is around 8%, what do you think these Ivy League universities are looking for? I mean, what would be the ideal candidate for these Ivy League universities?
So yes, the acceptance rate is extremely steep. It's only 8%, which means 8 out of 100 people get in. So just to put into perspective how selective it is. I think for most competitive schools, there's no ready-made template because if that was available, everyone would get in. So I think they just want people who are curious, who want to know more, who have shown interest in what they want to pursue. So I think for me personally, I have a research paper to my name in economics, the field of economics. I have a community project Ekta, which I did through JBCN. I had football going for me. I had MUNs, the founder and secretary general of the JBCN Oshiwara MUN. So that added on debate as well through the debate team at JBCN. I think we went to international competitions as well. That helped. I think something like a learner-led club at JBCN. In the 8th grade, I founded the TED Club. That ran for a year as well. So I think in general, I just took up as many leadership opportunities, as many extracurricular opportunities that I got. And here, I think this is more for the parents and the students. Yes, academics is very important. That was always my number one priority. I never got distracted from that. But I do believe that my profile in general, in terms of the activities that I did outside of school, I think that really benefited a lot. And to everyone out there, yes, padhai is very important, but you need to do a lot more to get into a top school, especially in the US. If you are attempting to get into an Ivy one day, simply getting a perfect score is not enough. And I learned that the hard way. I was very studious, always into my books only. And then I realized that there's much more. And then I started converting my hobbies into something more real.
So Priyansh, you joined us in grade 7. So out of all these years that you've been with us, which are the 3 things that you'll miss the most about our school?
Only 3. Now that's very tough. I've been here 6 years, so that's quite a lot. 3 things. I think first will be the football team. I think it's not just a team; it's a brotherhood. We've been through everything together, going around possibly every single wear for a tournament. Wearing the JBCN jersey again. I think that's going to be something I'll miss a lot. Second thing, I know this is a bit biased, but I'm going to miss the Valiant Vikings, obviously, VV. As a former house captain, inspire us. Just the aura of inspire us. I know it's just like, from an outside perspective, it's just a 2-day competition, but we prepare for months and we're at it throughout. It's a bittersweet rivalry between the 4 houses, so I will miss that culture. And I think third is obviously just that feeling of home. I feel JBCN, 6 years I've been here. I think I was a timid 12-year-old who came in. Now I'm going to Cornell. So I think JBCN's been with me throughout. I'll miss just that sense of coming home. JBCN's always been a second home to me. I've always said this. The way the teachers help you, the friends you make, the bonds you forge. I think it's very rare for someone to have this schooling experience, and I don't think it would have been possible without JBCN.
You can do this. Huh? Oh shit! Oh my god! I can't believe this! I've been looking at it again. Oh my god! It's shaking for you.